Hey everybody, it's John again. A lot of people have questions when they're interested in our services. What do you offer? What comes? Because every agency can have a different approach and also different, take on different aspects of SEO. So I'll talk to you about that in a second. And I'll also touch on the types of SEO that we do as well, because there's a lot of different types of SEO. If you will, and that really pertains to maybe your particular business and like how to potentially get better customers. So whether it's local focus, national focus, e-commerce, that sort of thing. So B2B is also one too. So let me kind of focus on our SEO offering and kind of how we approach SEO. So our approach is kind of like a full service SEO approach. We will tackle strategy, on-site elements, and then off-site elements as well. So on the strategy side of things, we will look at the overall website and a lot of different aspects of the website in an essential initial website review. That kind of flows into looking at just making sure that everything's in line and checks out in terms of like structure of pages, headers, metadata, just checking the boxes on that front. We'll get a lot of really good insights and information from Google Search Console as well as a lot of the mainstream industry tools that we use to kind of assess the base website metrics. So that's definitely part of our initial assessment. Where we really start, beyond just learning more about your business and what the key focus should be, is really looking at the keyword phrases that will attract the most relevant traffic to your website. So we'll get a list of those together. As part of that initial strategy too, we'll certainly look at your competitors and what's going on. A lot of the times our potential customers or clients assume that, this competitor is doing everything right, when in a sense, sometimes they're doing some things really well and some things they're not doing really well. So that's certainly something that we'll take a look at. In terms of on-site content, once we prescribe the strategy, one of the things we address is content on your website. This is so key right now, is to make sure that the content has some meat to it, right? So 500 to 1,000 words plus, but also is super, super relevant and of substance to visitors. This is something that Google's really looking closely at almost on every single page of your website. So, certainly taking a broad approach to the content on your website, and then even the more focused approach to either individual service pages, product pages, location pages. All of that is super, super important to address that content and really get to substance and helping the visitor answer a lot of questions about your business, your products and services. So we'll write that in-house and you'll sign off on it and we'll publish it to your website as part of the content uploads. We also include something we call design for conversion, or CRO. Conversion rate optimization, as it's also known as in the industry. So that's something that we'll look at, right? It's one thing to get people to the website. It's a whole nother thing to get them to contact you. Web development. So we have, this kind of flows into CRO type of stuff, but we have a web development team that, we typically will work with our customers and we'll have a bucket of hours that we're looking to use each month, and we're going to pivot to whatever makes sense. I mean, we have a base plan that we outline, like I said before, but on the web development side, if you have a WordPress website, you need plugins updated or something, that's definitely within our wheelhouse in terms of what we can offer. Again, trying to be flexible because, Google's looking at a lot of different things on the website, and that's really how we've been successful with our customers. Offsite link building is so important, right? And there's a lot of different things that we'll do on the link building side. Whether it's, whether you're looking at trying to target people like locally within a region or nationally, diversity in link building and quality over quantity is just so important. And I'll be working on recording additional videos that talk about our link building and our link building approach. But just know that everything that we do is custom. It's based off of research, very much like the overall strategy. There's a strategy there. Possibly, like a PR like focus. Again, it really just depends on what your overall goals are and your target audience, which flows into the different types of SEO, which I'll talk about in a second. That's a good segue into local SEO, which is one of the types of SEO that we help out with. So, when you're doing local SEO, completely different approach to some extent than national SEO, centered around Google My Business. When you're talking about a national approach, local isn't as much of a focus. So you really have another set or a playbook, if you will, for how to approach SEO. And then there's specific industries that we work with, like higher education, or I'll even carve out like a type of SEO as B2B SEO. Those all have different playbooks, but through our experience and our keeping up with the changes on things, I think we have the ability to dive in and really help you with coming in with a running start. So, like I said, if you have any questions about our approach, this is essentially like kind of our high level SEO offering. Feel free to reach out to us. Okay, thanks.